Hi, I'm Doc Owen with Action Figure Times. Today we're going to be looking at the sixth figure in the Terrax wave of the Marvel Legends reboot. Now, one of the things I'll tell you is this is the last figure you need to actually build Terrax. Now, there is a Thor figure that we're going to be taking a look at, but you don't need him to build Terrax. Now, as you can see, you can kind of see the traditional flaming version that looks more like fire, and then the blue version. I have to admit, the blue version looks pretty cool. Now, the packaging is the same as you can see here. It comes with the right and left arms of Terrax, and on the backs are exactly the same. You know, I hate to admit it, but I didn't go see Ghost Rider at the theater. Did anybody else see it? Was it any good? Anyway, let's break these bad boys open and take a look at them. Okay, so now we're going to be able to finish up our Terrax with the Ghost Rider figure. There is one more figure in the line, Thor, but he doesn't have any pieces to Terrax. Speaking of Terrax pieces, you get the left and the right arm of Terrax. I'll probably put him together on the Thor video so that we can just do it all at the same time. Of course, you get the piece 6 of 6 that talks about Terrax, Annihilus, and the Annihilation Wave. This was really kind of I thought this was a good idea. Now, I don't think it's worth anything, but I think it was kind of a good little extra. Now, evidently, this is the more recent incarnation of Ghost Rider. Honestly, when I first saw him, I thought this was, you know, that demon that I know he's called the Spirit of Vengeance, but is it Zactos or is it Lactose? No, not Lactose. Xanatos or something. You know, the real huge guy that wanted to be Ghost Rider but couldn't. I thought that's who it was when I first saw it, but evidently this is the new incarnation of it. You've got the blue version, which I think is current, and then the more classic with the red fire. These are actually kind of neat looking figures. You kind of got the fire shooting out the top. I think the skull, as far as the hair, now I don't know what the comic looks like, but for me I kind of would have wanted some along the cheeks and stuff as well. But having blue flaming hair, I mean, I don't know if it'll get you any chicks or anything, but, you know. I'm surprised that he doesn't have more skulls on his knee pads and things. And quite frankly, do you normally wear tails out? I mean, when you're kicking butt and wreaking vengeance? I think there's excellent paint texturing on the faces. I think that really they did an excellent job there. The articulation I'm curious about, which we'll be showing you shortly. And you can kind of see on this one as well. I mean, there is some great shading on this thing. Some tremendous shading. Now, the backs are pretty simple. This piece moves around some. I don't know if we could take it off or not, but and his belt here, it spins a little bit. But he seems to have plenty of articulation, and I think I would have liked a little bit more metallic paint, but all in all, I think it's a cool figure. You can make him look tough like he's walking and stuff like that. As far as standing up, let's see. Yeah, he'll stand up on his own. But these faces and stuff, I mean, they really, really look great. And that sculpt of the face, I mean, he makes you want to wet your pants, doesn't he? Or did you? Don't tell me. Don't post it either, please, please. Anyway, let's look at them close up. So here we are looking at these two guys up close. I mean, this looks more like an evil twins fight, doesn't it? You can see the painting going along with the color of their flames, kind of like the light is giving off and affecting it. But I do personally like the blue one, so we'll look at him when we're looking at articulation. Got some good head movement there. You're not going to be able to do a whole lot with the arms because of the shoulder pads, but he does have double elbows. He's got wrists. He's got a chest joint. He's very flexible in the hips. This rolls around because it's got that ball joint. He does have the double knees. I like how they're hiding them with the knee pads. I think that's very, very cool. Skull knee pads would have been nice, but I don't know what he looks like. And his ankles are rocked back and forth. Pretty big figure with lots of articulation and an extremely cool paint job. I mean, they just did an awesome job on this figure. Well, we've got the last figure in the wave coming up. That's Thor, and with him we'll be looking at Terrax. Hope you've enjoyed looking at this Ghost Rider. Remember to look at EnchantedToyChest.com so you can pre-wave order too. We'll see you next time on AFTimes.com.